Yes, done. So now go to the editor. In settings.py file, we must add the application name is rest underscore framework. Why? Because in rest underscore framework, we have some packages. So just we need to import that. Then where I need to store that or where I need to declare the rest underscore framework in installed apps, we need to add our rest underscore framework. So because we are using a Django REST framework, right? So for that, in the Django REST framework, we have application REST underscore framework. We must say to the Django that I am using a REST underscore framework here. So you must add that framework in a installed apps here. Yes. So then here we need to use we need a form to insert a record or update a record. Correct? We need a form. But here we need not to supposed to create a form. We need to create a serializers.py file similar to forms file. So why the serializers.py file, ma'am? It's similar to forms means can we write a forms? Yes, you can. But if you are using a serializers .py file, that will automatically convert the Python dictionary to a JSON format or a JSON to a Python dictionary format. So vice versa. It's going to automatically perform the conversion. So for that reason, we need to create a serializers file. So where exactly we need to create it? In my app, right click, new file, save the file name as serializers serializers.py serializers.py. So here same thing we need to whatever we have written in a forms file, same thing, but instead of form we are using the serializers. That's it. So how we need to write usually in a forms? So just a class name, correct? So here let me give a class name is a serializers. Then in a inherited we need to use a serializers dot model serializers. In forms dot model form we have user, correct? Same thing here, instead of forms we need to use serializers. Then here I may not to supposed to write again a fields, so just you can define a model name here. So to define the table name we need to use a class meta. Model is equal to student, fields I need to get to all the fields. So where exactly the serializers is coming from? From REST framework, the serializers is coming. Then where exactly the student it is coming? So it is also coming from the models dot my app dot models import student. Everyone understood this logic? So just a simple way. Assume this is a forms file. So instead of form, we need to use a serializers. That's it. Clear? So class student serializer is a class name. Then serializers dot model serializers, because a model fills everything I need to implement in this serializers file. So for that model serializers, then to define the model name, we need to use a class meta. Model is equal to a model name is a student, and all the fields I need to generate here. So fields is equal to underscore underscore all underscore underscore. Any doubt in the serializers file? No. Quickly copy this content. Yes, done. So now we need to write a logic in a views.py file. So here what I will do, so just a class for the student list. For the class student list, what are the methods we can write a get, put, post or delete? So you must answer me. So if I am having a student list, so if I need to display the student list, so in that student list, can we able to read that? Yes. For the read purpose, which method we need to use? Get method. Okay. So can we able to post that? Can we able to post that? Yes. So we can insert a record. Which method we need to use? Post method. Good. Can we update the list? We can update the student details, but we cannot update the student list, right? Think logically. No. Student details I can update and student details I can delete. But in the student list, I can just do the two methods. One is a get and one is a post. Remember that. So we'll see. First, we're gonna write a class. Class name is a student list. This is a list purpose. List. So you must inherit the API view. So here you must inherit the API view. So then here just I am going to define a get method. Get method. Here self and request is a mandatory. Self and request is a mandatory. Then here after that students. So you can use a student or yes is holding the student dot objects dot all ending with the braces. Why? I need to get the all the records which is present in a table. So if I need to get the all the records which is present in a table, we need to use a get method. So student dot objects dot all ending with the braces. This value someone has to collect it. Let me store it in a yes variable. Then after this, I'm going to call the serializers. So it is going to take it as a, it will automatically convert the serializers into a JSON format or a dictionary format. So for that, what I will do, in a S1 variable, just I'm going to call the student serializer. So the student serializers, we have written a logic in a serializers file. Correct? So yes is a data. Whatever the yes is holding, that data I need to get it in a student serializers form, and all the fields I need to fill. So for that, many is equal to true. I need to get the all the data. So for that, yes, comma many equal to true, and then return response of S1 dot data. Whatever the S1 is holding, that means S1 is holding the yes value details. Correct? Whatever it is present in a database, it will gonna retrieve the data. So that data I need to get the response in a REST framework. That is what this line will indicate, return response of S1 dot data. Then where exactly the API view is coming from? REST framework dot views, import API view as well as the response as well as the student and a student serializers. So these all are the things we need to import because it is in our inbuilt packages. So we must make use of that. We need to create a project. That is what we have did here. So just a class name, API view is a first inherited in a class. Then after that, def get is a method to get the all the records which is present in a table. So for that model class name dot objects dot all ending with the braces. So this value someone has to collect it. Here I have stored it in a yes variable, and after that I need to call the student serializes. Why? Because all the data I need to get it. So for that student serializes of yes, comma many equal to true. That means all the data I need to fetch it. In this value someone has to collect it. S1 is holding. Then I need to get the response of S1 dot data. Data refers to, so whatever the information is behind the database, that information it will gonna respond. Then here we have user API view that is coming from the REST underscore framework dot views. Then we have user a student, it is coming from the model, and student serializers, it is coming from the serializers file. And then response, a response is also coming from the REST framework dot response. Any doubt in this? Are we all getting it? Yes, quickly copy this, guys. So everyone done? So now once we have written a logic in a views, just we need to go to the URLs and set the endpoint. So just path API slash is a endpoint, comma, the class name is student list underscore, so the student list dot as underscore view ending with the braces. Then where exactly it is coming from my app dot views student list. Yes. So you can give a API slash students slash student list dot the endpoint. Ma'am, if we give a single API slash, is it enough? Yes, it's okay. It's fine only. So just for your reference, I have given students also, because if I need display the details about the student, I need to get the ID. So at the time I need to pass the ID also. So for that reason, I have given just a API slash student slash and the class name dot as underscore v ending with the braces and name is equal to student underscore list. Student hyphen list. So where exactly we have written a logic for the student list in a views file, just import it. Clear? Yes, do it. Yes, done. So now save it and run your server. Okay, I have missed the comma here. Save it. So copy that link and paste it in a web browser and pass the endpoint as API/students. Look, you can able to see the Django REST framework student list. So here you can able to see the one thing is a get method. That means we have written a logic in a get method. So it is just giving the get or whichever it is present in a table, that record it is gonna give it. Correct? Everyone got this? So I have added two details. One is Rama Sita and second one is a Rama. Right? Yes, so we got a list. We need to do the post. That means we can also add the some more details. If suppose I need to add the Sita's details, how? For that we need to write a logic in a views.py file. Look how we need to write a logic. Def post of self comma request is a mandatory. Self comma request is a mandatory. Here you can able to see just I need to call the student serializes because I need to get the form, correct? So once we have got the form, I'm requesting to get the data and that data I have stored it in a data variable itself and I need to check the if it is valid or not. So if all the fields are correctly holding the data or not, I need to check it. So for that, if s1 dot is underscore valid ending with the braces, and then we must save that. So just a serializes dot save ending with the braces, then return response of s1 dot data. S1 dot data, or you can give a return response of S1 dot errors. So along with this you need to get the status code also, you can add it. So if it is enough, this is is this enough? So look, so just if is it a valid, then save that. So how we need to save that? Just S1 dot save. Return response of S1 dot data. Here I need not to supposed to use else, means you can remove this else. Just you can write it out on the outside the if block. That's it. Look, return response S1 dot data or return response S1 dot errors. So I need out in the post method. So just it is a writing purpose. That means I need to call the form. So student serializers. Then what I need to do? I need to give a request dot method equal method post correct request dot post. Same here also. Request dot data. This value directly I have stored it in a data variable. And then I need to check whether this is valid or not. That means all the fields are holding a data or not. So for that, if s1 dot is underscore valid ending with the braces, and then once it valid, I need to save it and then I need to get the response. I need to get the response whatever it is holding. So s1 is holding the data. So dot data I'm gonna store. Then after that, return response of s1 dot errors. If it is not valid, I need to get the error. Clear? Do it. Then once it's done, go to the web page and refresh. You can able to see here a media type is a application slash JSON. And content, if I need to add, you can able to see the post button is generated, correct? So if I need to add it, look. So what I will do, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it over here. So what I will do, I'm going to insert a data as Seetha@gmail.com post. Look, I'm getting a details of Seetha. If I'm use a get method, you can able to see the Seetha has been added. Correct? Everyone got it? This is what a listing. So listing are the students. We can insert a record and we can just retrieve the record. So if suppose I need to update a particular record, we need to use a logic. So what is a logic? For the update and the delete and the details, I need to get their ID. Correct? If I am having a ID, we can aram say update a record, or we can get the record, or we can delete a record. Correct? So everyone able to do the add insert the data here? Yes, good. So now we'll see the one more class, because a class is holding ID here now. So a class name is student details. We need to inherit the parent class as API view. So here I need to give a get method and then put method and then delete method. In an easy way, I'm going to write, just observe, def get of self comma request comma ID. So I'm going to pass a ID here. So ID is there means just I need to get the details, means just what I will do. I'm going to use a try and except block. So in a try block, just I'm going to retrieve the records from the table. Student dot objects dot get ID equal to ID. Then this value I'm going to store it in a variable. Yes. So then after that, if it is that ID is present in a database, then I'm getting a output properly. If the detail is not present at all in a table, just what I need to do, yes dot does not exist. Yes dot does not exist. So then I need to get the response as, so let me give a status code here. Status is equal to 404. Status is equal to 404, and then I need to call the serializers to get the data, and then I need to respond the data. This is what the actual get method in a passing ID. That means a details about the student. So def get of self comma request comma ID. Try yes is equal to student dot objects dot get ID equal to ID. If it is present, then it will give us a data. If it is present, then it will give a data. If not, except yes. So that means that data, it does not exist in a table. I need to get the response as 404 error. That means page not found error. Clear? Everyone understood this logic? Then here status we need to import. So the status is coming from the REST underscore framework. So just from REST underscore framework, import status. Import status. Save it. So are you people able to understand the logic? Yes, copy this. Everyone done? So now we need to set the endpoint here. So how we need to set the endpoint? Just observe. Paths API slash student slash I need to pass the ID. Then here student details dot as underscore view ending with the braces and the name. So comma student details and then save it. So if I giving a student details, yes, correct. Then pass. If you need this, you can write the name. If not, it is confusing, ma'am, means just remove that. Okay. Just API slash students and then ID. So everyone done? So then go to the browser and refresh this, and here pass the ID number. So pass the ID number. Let me pass a 1. So you can able to see I have getted the 1 record. So just I have written a get method. So just I am getting a only the reading purpose. So if I need to give a put or delete or update or the delete, we need to write a logic in a views.py file. So just how we need to write a logic for the put, def put of self comma request comma id. Then after that same thing, a try block. Within a try block I need to get the student dot objects dot get id is equal to id. Then except s is does not exist. Then return response status is equal to 404. So student serializes yes, comma data is equal to request or data I need to store. So then I need to store it in a yes1 variable. So existing data I need to get. So for that yes here. Then if it is I need to check whether it is valid or not. If it is valid, then save it and get the response. If not, s1 dot error status or http underscore 400 bad request, or you can able to give a yes, HTTP 400 is a bad request. It's just you can give a status code as status dot HTTP underscore 400 bad request. This is what put. A delete also. You can able to see a delete def delete Same thing. So within a try block, id is equal to id. If it is does not exist in a table, just respond as the status is equal to 404, or else delete that. Yes, if it is correct, if we are getting that details, just you can delete that and response the task 204 no content. Clear? Everyone able to understand? So this is what and put and delete for the details. So you can use the HTTP status code. Okay, do it. Any doubt in this process? Now quickly do this. Yes, done. Save it and refresh this page. Look, you can able to see the delete button is generated as well as the put button. That means update button. So look, if I copy this and I'm gonna paste it over here, I'm gonna change it as email sita@gmail.com it is having. So let me give a ramasita@gmail.com put. Look, it has been changed it ramasita@gmail.com. Everyone able to understand here? Yes or no? This is a updation. A update is done. Then, if I need to delete this, it is asking, are you sure want to delete this student details? If cancelled, it is going to return to the same page. If I delete and delete button, it has been deleted. You can able to see in a get method also. No one, that means ID is equal to one data is not present. Look, correct? You can able to see 2, 3 record is there. So one record I have already deleted. So this is what a overall API CRUD operations. So anyone having any doubt? Everyone got the output? Everyone got the output? Yes, this is finish of REST API. So mainly in interview they will ask CRUD operations. Please focus on CRUD operations. Okay. So then in the previous class we have discussed, right? So how to retrieve a data using a serialization, using a dynamic way, using a static way, and a deserialization as well as the mixing files. This much is more than enough to crack the interview. Okay. So notes today I'm gonna upload it in LMS portal. Don't worry about the notes. And in notes I have given a extra thing. That means to remove that and without using a REST API, how we need to implement the things, that and all I have given us so much notes. So if you want, you can refer that. If not, leave it. This much is more than enough. Okay. So if you people having any doubt regarding the Django as well as the REST API, you can contact me through my mail ID. Okay. Any doubt in the today's class? So this is end of the Django and REST API. So in the next class onwards, no Django and REST API class will be there. Okay. Fine. So this is finish of all the course. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. All the best for your future and the career. Please concentrate on practicing on all the subjects. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye bye. You can mail me through my mail ID sandhya@the rate of pentagonspace.in. You can mail through my mail ID sandhya@the rate of pentagonspace.in. Okay. So thank you guys. Bye bye.